gather ye friends around your flickering campfires and listen to tales of steering, cattle driving, and great adventures.
Did you drive your car into that cow field again, Uncle Bob? That'll be another letter from the Merseyside Police for the Silly History Boys Show!
No, Pepper, don't be silly. We're back with Heracles. Heracles and a load of cows.
Well, this sounds like a straightforward episode then.
Yes, that's what Bilbo thought.
You called, Bob?
Oh, no, I was just saying how you got caught out by the density of this episode's labour.
Oh, yeah. Such is the plentiful and rich subject matter that I...
Focus on the obscure and in some cases invent whole scenes because you're bored?
Correct, Tombo. I do hope you enjoy splitting 19 distinct and unique characters between you. Hooray! We have consensus. Roll the labour!
Oh, hey all, thanks for joining me back on HeroQuest! I am, as ever, your MC of Sexy, King Obvious. I hope you've liked and subscribed, because we are back with one of our classic HeroQuest episodes. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Some of you noobs might not have heard this one, so cast your eyes and ears back in time, yo! And this monster hunt is hotting up, and ooh, there she is, the queen of the unmanageable and more than likely poisonous bedhead. It's Medusa. Uh-oh, our hero might be in trouble now. That's right, Admiral_Marius. Perseus is shaking like a pot of reduced Greek yogurt on a supermarket conveyor belt. Thanks for being so supportive, Admiral. As the dopest descendant of Perseus, I don't like what I'm seeing, yo, but I do like to humble brag. And ooh, but look at our hero hiding. Not a good look for him. He's hiding and wait. No way! Perseus is taking a time out from his monster hunt, mid-hunt, to check his hair in the reflection of his shield? Talk about vain, yo! You silly ancestor of mine! You silly, hot ancestor boy! 'Cause here comes Medusa and...
A little off the top, madam.
OMGs! And Medusa's head is off! Perseus wasn't cowering or preening, folks. He was using her reflection in his shield to see where to chop.
Take that, foul hag. I won't be getting stoned today.
Well, open my tunic and towel snap me impressed. What a hero Perseus is! I knew it all along, of course, folks. You don't get a King Orpheus from a cowardly Perseus, y'all. A fantastic addition to HeroQuest. Music sting! Perseus stands there strong and super duper handsome, cutting a figure I know well, yo.
And with my quest quested, all I need to do is turn around and leave, as there will be nothing happening here that impacts anyone else in the future. K-bye.
Wow, what a quest! And with that, it just leaves me to say, if you value your online safety, then you'll value NordVPN. Yeah, I know, he's a Norse god, and it's a bit of a crossover, but wait a minute. Don't go to bed just yet. OMG, my goodness, something is happening to the body of Gorgon Medusa. Yuck, there's stuff coming out. Oh, what in Hades is that? What is going on? I'm gonna say it. What the heck is going on? Some kind of winged horse. That's right, I said winged because it's the old times, yo. Winged horse has just birthed itself from the headless corpse of Medusa, and then it's flown away. Ew! And now there's an it's just a normal looking kind of dude with a golden sword crawling out of a neck hole as well. Pretty standard stuff, really, for a Greek mythos.
So there you have it, Heracles.
Have what? I thought you had me over to do a Keeping Up with the Corinthians box set marathon as my next labour.
Ha! Psych! No,
Well, whatever it is, it'll be less of a labor than watching that awful family. So, what? I'm to capture that flying horse thing?
His name is Pegasus, and no, too easy.
Good, I find horses somewhat triggering.
If you don't want your boys getting eaten by horses, don't bring them to work.
Fine. So you want me to what? That normal-looking young man?
Nothing, you old lech. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Whoa, come on now. I just didn't want to say murder. Don't make me murder that young lad with the golden sword.
He's called... Chrysler. No, not Chris?
Chrysler.
Well, yes, but how did you know?
Oh, one of the Corinthian daughters went to Chris's wedding. He married the water nymph, Callirrhoe. The Corinth daughter made a total A of herself, BT Dubs, and...
I knew you watched the show. Liar, liar. I thought your pants were on fire.
No, I must have seen it on a vase somewhere. Anyway, Callirrhoe, you know her. Callie, one of the Oceanids. The 3,000 daughters of the Titans Oceanus and Tethys.
Yes. This is all very dull exposition, Heracles.
Didn't Chris and Callie have a kid?
Geryon.
Of course. Don't get many Garys these days. So I'm to make Gary as dead as his name?
What? Gosh, no! My godly Queen Hera would not want her brother's grandson murdering. I don't care if he's a terrifying giant with 3 heads and 3 sets of legs, all joined at the waist.
Hera's brother.
Poseidon.
Uncle Poseidon and Medusa. Oh, my family is the worst.
Oh, I agree. You should get your own reality show on Prime. And seeing as Geryon is family, for your 10th labor, you will obtain the famous red cattle of Geryon.
That it?
That's it. Now get out and send in the official disrober and tell her to bring the Corinthian box set.
Hello and welcome to the Hairy Huntsman pub, where all your hunting appetites are furnished, be it terrified platter of quarry or catch of the day. Our pub grub will...
Well, I think we've found the catch of the day right here, wouldn't you say?
Got me reaching for the extra thick blue roll. What? Wait, are you talking about her or the dolphin on toast?
It's you. I'll be back, gentlemen. I know what an ordeal luncheon orders can be for you.
Oh, wait, no, we like to make awkward chit-chat first. She's gone.
Take note.
Apollodorus.
Yes, quite. Take note, young chronicler. You wanted insight into the somewhat shadowy but 100%ly alluring world of the hunt, Then pay attention. Don't write that down. Yes. Every coming together of man and beast is a dance.
Be it hunting a lion,
Skewering a boar,
or placing an overly complicated, saturated, fat, hairy Delaware.
the dance is of the utmost importance.
I say, I don't think our waitress is coming back.
They always come back.
We're keeping the lights on.
Yes, this is the thing, chaps. I don't know how you afford to keep the lights on, let alone this establishment's. I've been with you for a month, and I've barely seen you hunt anything beyond an absconding Malteser down the back of the sofa.
Pish-posh apple turnover.
Apollodorus.
The dance, boy! The dance!
We're not about to expose you to a hard-fought tango without the proper preparation. and blue roll.
The dance is of the utmost importance.
Yes, so I keep hearing.
You lack focus, Apple Crumble. The average man always does.
A true huntsman is a man of discipline and manners. And where the heck is that trolley totty to take our order? My salivary glands are as excited as a fox in a chicken strip joint.
You are looking a bit drippy, old boy. Blue roll for pine's sake. Now, where were we?
Something about discipline and manners?
Oh, yes. Why, look at my esteemed colleague here. Mind like a steel, whatcha-call-it, yes. Always prepped for action.
My secret, regimentation, the unwavering devotion to daily routine.
As precise as a Swiss time thingamabob.
Daily routine, 10 to 10:30ish. Rise and shine. 11:30. Transition from horizontal to vertical. 11:45. Evacuation number 1. Sit. Evacuate. Stand. Check for blood and...
Ye gods, what a journey.
My word, now that is a hunter.
I say, old chap, isn't that...
It's the solid pervert from episode 61.
What's in episode 61?
It's a silly history boys show.
Great bunch of lads, familiar physiques and eating habits, what?
Oh, hello, you six. Still haven't found the energy to escape your moorings, I see. Top work, especially with all the wind in here.
Did he just call us bouncy castles again?
Ha, and lazy.
How dare you sass your betters? Lazy? Well, that's rich coming from a hunter who last time we saw him was out to capture the magic deer of Lady Artemis. Captured, indeed. Real men killed things.
Then I must be the manliest man that ever manned. For I have been killing many wild beasts along the way, and the labour hasn't even started properly yet. So say the chronicles, anyway.
Chronicles, you say? Then let me introduce myself, large sir. I am Apollodorus of Athens, and I am a chronicler from, well, the Chronicle. And you are, sir?
Heracles.
Oh, my various gods, Heracles.
In the flesh.
If you call that flesh.
Listen, chaps, let's dispense with our usual "you're vile, I clap back. You treat the staff poorly, and then I threaten you" routine.
Why should we care about your idle threats, Heracles?
Because the last time I saw you, I was still considered nice. Oh, no.
Yes.
Heracles, mate, top work on catching that deer. Unbelievable attackers.
And the Erymanthian boar, too. I had my eye on that delicious little piglet for a while, but you just pipped me to it, didn't you, you big lug, you?
How can we be of assistance?
My next labour is to obtain the famed red cattle of...
Carry on.
You know them?
Well, yes, they're famed.
Cows, Mr. Heracles? Not exactly a master hunt.
The cows might not be a difficult mark, Heracles, but their owner is. Geryon is no joke.
But he is a giant. May I recommend an elephant gun?
We can lend you ours once the elephant jerk is finished drying.
I'm only hunting Gary's whereabouts.
Ooh, well, I can help you there, Mr. Heracles. The Chronicle did an island special a while back. So many weird and wonderful spots, it was wild.
Did you call it Island Madness?
Oh, no.
Because of all the wildness?
Ooh, read the room, old boy.
Yes. Anyway, Geryon lives on the island of Erythia, near the boundary of Europe and Libya.
Well, aren't you a useful fella, Apollodorus?
Well, yes, I do like to read, and I'm always writing things down.
Then you shall accompany me.
I'd be honored.
But what about the dance!
Well, I can't argue with the Chronicles, can I? If the official record says I go, then sorry, fellows, I'm afraid I go.
Well, I'm not sure about official. You know, you're a real person, this is a myth. I'm mainly taking you so you can feed me useful course info and suggest what club to use.
You might be shanking yourself into the difficult bunker of mystery here, Ledo.
What? Nonsense. Why, there's...
Always a catch.
For the giant is not all that awaits you.
The cattle are guarded by the herdsman Evrition.
And his dog.
One man and his dog? Ha. What is this? Countryfile?
You remember Countryfile, kids?
It is no ordinary dog, for it is Orthrus, the two-headed hellhound and brother of the much more famous three-headed hellhound, Cerberus.
Oh, well, when you say it like that, who am I to rob my dear readership of the swashbuckling venison-heavy adventures of the dance?
Bravo, that man.
Here, here.
Nonsense, Apollodorus. Come on, it'll be fun.
Oh...
Farewell, gentlemen. I thank you for your valued information. These are on me.
2 Cobb salads with extra walnut oil and meat alternative chicken and 2 blueberry cucumber smoothies on the side.
My God.
And here we are, number 1 where Europe meets Libya Street.
Well, seems nice. Warm.
So what now?
I don't know.
Club choice and course info?
Oh, right, yes. So, what have you got in your arsenal?
King Eurystheus, mainly.
Come again?
Never mind. Okay, I've got an impenetrable lion slanket made from the hide of the Nemean lion, arrows tipped with poison from the Linnean hydra, spear, sword, sickle, and my famous club.
Ooh, club then.
You sure?
You wanted club choice, didn't you?
Yes, fine, thanks. Okay then, course info. Looks like an iffy what?
Oh, I'd say about par 1,000.
Yep, that is a pretty big mountain. What to do?
Oh, I know, you could split the mountain in 2.
What? Come on, be sensible.
I am. Well, the other choice is to build 2 massive mountains, one in Europe, one in Libya, to commemorate your long and arduous journey.
So to celebrate a knackering journey, you want me to break my back building 2 mountains?
Well, that's how I'd write it. Or you could split 1 easy mountain.
Fine. Okay, wait here. The things I do for an easy life.
I do not have the words to describe what you just did.
Then don't, Apollodorus. I have a feeling we're already running long.
Let us call this great mountain gap the pillars... the gates of Hercules.
Hercules?
Oh, it'll be a Roman thing.
What's a Roman?
A guy with a boat, which is what you'll have to be to get on that island.
Would you look at that? I've always said this place needed a Strait of Gibraltar.
Will people stop renaming bodies of water all willy-nilly? It's moronic.
Heracles.
Whoa, he's bright.
Heracles, I think he's the sun.
Helios, at your service.
Second cousin Helios.
How are you, Heracles? Didn't see you at the last family BBQ and argument rehearsal. The weather was glorious.
Yeah, I've been on the road with work. Come to mention it, I was on a cleaning job in the kingdom of Elise not long ago. I saw your son, King Orpheus. Had a nice catch-up.
No need for politeness, Heracles. We all know he's the extra icing on that already extra cake. But I'll say this for the lad. All his online shouting and OMGs give his old man here a little extra readies for flashing.
Cool.
So what you doing, Heracles? Splitting mountains for fun?
He's labouring, Mr. Helios.
Labouring for a thought by the looks of it. Cooey, son to Heracles!
What? Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about how I need a boat. I have to get over to the island of Heracles.
Maybe I can help you there.
You have a boat?
Something better.
Oh, wow, it's a golden goblet.
Yeah, nice, isn't it? I'll lend it you. I have seen you from afar, Heracles, and I admire you. Your strength, your bravery. Why, I bet you wouldn't even shy away from aiming an arrow all recklessly at the sun like.
Yeah, I do tend to overextend myself sometimes.
Consider it a loan.
Well, thank you, cousin, for this totally seaworthy and not very hydrodynamic vessel.
You're welcome. Oh, but coronal mass ejection. I'm afraid it's a one-seater. There'll be no room for your friends here.
No, that's all right, Mr. Helios. I think this is where I say goodbye anyway. I don't think that island is a place for a chronicler such as I. I have terribly soft writer's hands. Farewell, Heracles. I shall write well of you.
Farewell, Apollodorus, and I thank you for your sound club advice.
You're welcome. Okay, bye.
Talking of sound clubs, we're having a hella messy one at the Super Club of Dionysus later, if you fancy it.
The Phallus Palace? I've been trying to drop one of my sets there for ages.
We'll be trying to stop Orpheus from live streaming the whole flipping thing. Some things are not meant to be seen.
Thanks, cousin, but I'll have to pass. Work.
I get it, Heracles. I get it. Don't be a stranger.
Right then. Here I come, Erythea. The cattle lines are drawn.
So let me get my head straight, Orpheus, 'cause I've only got one head and you've got two. Of course I noticed. It's not every day one gets to guard a herd of famed red cattle with a two-headed dog. Or work for a giant with three heads, come to think of it. You're saying your old fella, Typhon, yes. That your dad, Typhon, a monstrous giant serpent, attempted to overthrow Zeus, king of the gods, and thus a cataclysmic battle for the supremacy of the cosmos ensued, which Zeus finally won with the aid of his thunderbolts, which gives a bit more clarity to the Greek succession myth, which explains how Zeus came to rule the gods. Seems a bit cheaty, don't you think? Thunderbolts. How did it work out for the old man? Cast into Tartarus, you say? The dark, inescapable abyss at the bottom of the universe, you say? That's just not cricket. Gods, you must hate that chuffing family. But you got your own family, though, ain't you? What's your lad's craft again? Ah, yes. Eating people. Growth market, that, isn't it? In the mere, you say? Nice part of the world, that. And he's a lion, you say? How does that actually, work? Oh, really? That is fascinating. And another thing, what's it like having a super famous sibling in Cerberus? And sorry to ask all the questions, love. This Herdman Lark, well, it's just dull, isn't it? And, hold that thought, love. There seems to be something smashing toward Ireland at a proper lick. Is that a golden goblet? How does that actually, work? I bet he's here to make trouble. Or perhaps he's yet another monster hunter. But he's a unit. Spot on. I've got a two-headed hellhound with me. What am I screwing about? And look at the state of him. Dressed up like he's off on a cheap stag doing that god's awful fake lion suit thing he's got going on. And no! Shameful appropriation. Though I say god's awful, but it does look like a tough as old boots bit of clobber. Aye, look and... Oh Does the colouring of that attire he's wearing look a bit Nemean to you? Now come on, lad, that could be any impenetrable lion hide. Don't jump to any... Arthurus, wait! Don't do out hasty! Wait for us!
What the? A two-headed dog?
Look out, Arthurus! He's got a... club!
Is this your dog, mate? You should really keep it on a lead. What if kids were around,
By heck, you've killed him.
It was coming straight for me. Slavering and both heads baring teeth, you know?
You'd be dripping hate and bearing your gnashes if some lug rocked up in a golden goblet wearing skin of your son, wouldn't you?
What the... Son? This guy?
Yep.
Is the father of... this guy I'm wearing right now?
Yep.
Oh man, this is a bad look for the Labour.
Yeah, not great.
It's really not.
You should probably check in with your previous labours before your new labour.
Ah, and that way I could be a proper smug mystery pedant.
That'd be a thought. Save on collateral, eh?
All right, you've made your flipping point. Wait, you're not like Bobby Lerner, the Hydra's uncle, or the Stymphalian bird's former geography teacher, are you?
No. Think of me as a concerned mystery citizen. Why are you here, then? You some sort of monster hunter come to have a pop at Jerry?
Geryon, not Garyon.
A giant called Gary? Who's heard of a giant called Gary? you touched a what, lad?
No. I'm actually just here for the cattle. Jerry's cattle, I guess.
Over my dead body.
I'd rather not, love.
Well, good luck finding 'em. They're squirreled away where you can't find 'em, Mr. Collateral Damage.
You're having a laugh, right? They're a giant, noisy red herd. Oh, look! They're right over... there. Oh, I should stop wildly gesticulating with my dominant arm while holding a club.
Yeah, brain everywhere, Jerry.
He did what?
He bashed in both heads of the dog, and then, whilst recklessly pointing at the herd, sort of accidentally bashed in the head of a Ritian.
Well, he'll never get the cattle. They're squirreled away so tight that even the most curious of tree rats couldn't sniff them out, and...
Yeah, he's stealing the cattle, Jerry.
What the? My armour!
Oh, Jerry! Jerry's getting away, Jerry!
Don't rush me! Do you know how long it takes to put on 3 of everything?
Yeah, Jerry, he's heading to the River Ephemius.
You mean the River Anthemius?
Oh, gosh, shut up!
Okay, I'm going.
You've fallen on your feet again, young man. A rich subject matter from which to grow your beautiful prose and avoid a rather suspect trip to Giant Murder Island. And now you find yourself by this picturesque river, a serene place in which to centre yourself and put pen to paper. Oh, this chronicle is going to be good. Life-changing. Henceforth, everyone will know the name...
Apollodorus of Athens!
Knickers.
Give me back my cattle!
Not a chance, mate! He's chased me all the way from the island.
We appear to be running, Heracles. I do actually have a note from my mum. I don't do running, adventure and that.
They say right about what you know, mate. And right now, you're an adventurer who runs.
Give me back my cattle, you little no-next gym rat!
Sorry, Jerry. I need them.
Wait, Jerry? As in Geryon?
That's right. Wait, are you the press?
I have a feeling I'm about to be.
I want the record to show that Geryon popped Heracles' head like a stubborn zit. Not Gary. Never Gary.
Yes, Mr. Jerry, sir, whatever you say, Mr. Jerry, sir. Heracles, I'm flagging my soft boy's legs and failing and my daft ankle hurts. I think the second wind concept I've been told about is a lie.
Okay, hang on, mate. Here's some adventure for your chronicle. Take this, you giant bogan.
Heracles draws back his mighty bow, his arrow straining like an incarcerated young man, yearning to be set free.
Nice, Apollodorus. Maybe add a bit of a physical description of my taut henchness.
I could use the phrase steely fuse far too often to be decent.
Nice one, mate. Really nail down that mum's neck crowd.
And loose! The arrow arcs like the absolute thunderbuster unleashed by Tony the Burr against Liverpool in 1995. You remember that goal, don't you, kids? The one which is arguably better than the Tonka one against Wimbledon a month later. And
My middle head!
so forceful is the shot by Heracles that it pierces Geryon's...
Geryon!
that it pierces Geryon's forehead. And Geryon's neck bends over to one side like a poppy that spoils its delicate shape, shedding its petals all at once, and...
Couldn't have put it better myself, mate.
Thanks, Heracles.
As labours go, that wasn't that difficult. And oh, would you look at that? My Fitbit says I'm earning 56 active zone minutes. Go me.
Do you need me for anything else, mighty Heracles? I think I might have a little lie down and a puke.
How about some final course info, for old time's sake?
Okay, I suppose you could drive the cattle back for an area known as Liguria on your way back to Greece.
Take care, Apollodorus of Athens. Now to the easy task of herding this movable feast back to Eurystheus. How hard can it be?
How hard can it be? Have you heard yourself, Albion?
But how hard can it be, Decinus?
He's flippin' massive. Look at him. You've gone soft in the head, brother. Rob him of the cattle indeed, you wet quilt.
We are not wet quilts. We are sons of Poseidon.
It's not as special as you think it is.
But it can be. If we want to be spoken of in the same breath as a Pegasus or an Orion or, dare I say, a Theseus, then we do this.
It was Dad's decision to give away the Cretan Bull in episode 93 of the Silly History Boys show.
And he's rued it ever since. This way we can get him back another good bull and a load of cows to boot.
And then history will remember the names of Albion and Decinus.
For Dad, brother!
For Poseidon!
For Poseidon!
Who the hell are you two? Right, well, we're most of the way down this boot-shaped country of which I do not know the name. Come on, you big, tasty rabble. Keep going. It's just a turn of phrase, old chap. I'm not going to eat any of your girlfriends. But my, you're a popular fella, aren't you? Humble brag. Anyway, you're not the first handsome bull I've escorted, you know. Ever heard of the Cretan Bull? Oh, yeah. That whole thing caused quite the stir in a few households, I can tell you. So, no going nuts and rampaging off, yeah? No offense meant, friend. As bulls go, you seem rather chill and...
Lava! I'm Hephaestus, god of volcanoes and fire. Oh no, your bull's done a runner and jumped into the sea, mate.
Oh, nice work, god of awful timing.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. It's just I saw Helios, proper hanging in a gelato shack, and he said he'd seen you. I came by to say hi.
Then say hi, Hephaestus. Don't just pop off like a volcano.
Sorry.
I'm having a hard enough time navigating this unknown land as it is. By the gods, I'll be known as a guy who can't hold his bulls.
Oh, don't worry about this unknown land. It doesn't even have a name. It's not like it's going to call itself Italy after the word Italus, the local translation for bull.
Ah, right. The bull has pulled himself up on that island over there.
Oh, that island's called Sicilia.
Oh! From the local translation, I'm sorry I made a mess of things, bro. Of course I'll mind the herd until you return.
No, it's something to do with lawn mowers, I think.
Whatevs. Right, you wait here. I'm off to Sicily. I'm off to Sicily.
Sicily? I like it.
Stroke. 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 Oh, no, I forgot to set my Fitbit to swim. Active zone minutes I won't get back. Stroke. Swim. Yeah.
Pull that floundering landlubber up, guard.
Yes, sir.
Hey, watch it.
Crikey, he's a heavy one, sire.
Quickly now, he's fouling my ocean.
Get off me, man.
Ow!
Ah, feisty one, eh?
Who in the Hades are you? And oh, great, you're wearing a crown.
That's right, I am King Heracles.
Let me guess. You rule these lands with some rather alt-right peccadillos.
Silence, land scum! I asked the questions. Now, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for my escaped bull.
Told you it wasn't a horned manatee, sire.
So you've seen it?
The bull? Oh, yes.
Ah, that explains a few things, namely why it's taken so well to my herd.
He's in your herd.
Can't stop the blighter. It's disgusting. Having a great time. Terrible business.
Well, you are in luck, my friend. I'm here to take this business off your hands.
Hush your dusty tones, soil muncher.
What on earth is this?
Earth? Earth? Of all the impudent cheek.
King Eric's here is a son of Poseidon, and he's really leaning into the whole Delamere shtick.
Oh, right. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, cousin Eryx. I am Heracles, son of Zeus.
The famed Heracles, as I live and breathe. Well, well, this gets better and better. I have heard of your strength and fistability.
What?
Oh, King Eric's here is a boxer. He's great with his hands, but he's bad with his phrasing.
That's right! I never skip leg day, and I spend hours honing my skills by punching large land mammals in the face. Why do you think I plucked your bull from my sea? He was going to get a proper biffing until you turned up.
I am never one to shy away from a challenge.
I shall fight you, Heracles. Best of 3 falls.
Fair enough, but if I win, I get the bull.
If you win? How precious, you dirty-handed farmer.
Ding, ding.
So here we go with the big fight live for you here in the kingdom of Eryx. Folks have flocked far and wide to see this one. The home fighter, we all know him. The front crawl brawler, the Veruca bazooka, old slippery when wet himself, it's King Eryx. And the challenger is not to be sniffed at, because we're not entirely sure he's laundered the lion pattern trunks he's currently wearing. Fighting out of the kingdom of Mycenae, it's Heracles. Well, they're trying to psych each other out as the referee makes his final checks. This contest is for the ownership of the Random Bull. Best of 3 falls. There is no fear in the eyes of Heracles. King Eryx looks relaxed. We are close to the start of round 1. Any second now, and we might have an interesting evening. Eryx is quite understandably the favorite. And we're off. Heracles comes out punching with the right. Heracles in his usual style. Fluid is the way he puts it. His job, to get inside. His best weapon, the left hook. Heracles has not been a good first-round fighter, but historically, he has been a tremendous fighter. A great champion. Heracles' job is to get inside. Steadily use that left hook, but oh! Heracles connected, as you saw, and down goes Heracles for the first fall. He's a big, strong boy, is Heracles. Heracles likens this fight to the same kind of problem he faced with the Nemean lion. Heracles is up, but oh! There's another left by Heracles, and a right! He's getting into Heracles' head. And we'll find out tonight just how good Heracles is in punching and in taking a punch, because Heracles lands a big right hand. But Heracles shrugs it off and beckons the king onto him. And OMGs! Down goes Heracles! Down goes Heracles for fall number 2. Heracles is as poised as can be. This fight is proving somewhat unexpected. I think he's hurt King Heracles. Yes, Heracles is hurt, but back on his feet. Heracles is dazed. Oh, and Heracles is winding up the big finish, and down goes Heracles! Down goes Heracles! Down goes Heracles! And I don't think he's coming back from that one, folks.
Heracles, word if I may. Jeff Greensleeves, Sly Sports News.
Oh, great, Jeff Greensleeves.
What a mighty match, Heracles. You punched King Eric so hard that his head popped off. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, I don't like hitting people so hard their heads pop off, but that's boxing for you, Jeff.
Will this see a change in your style going forward, Heracles?
Well, this episode's body count has been wicked high, Jeff, so something needs to change.
Anything for the now kingless people of Heracles?
I came here tonight and I didn't know what to expect. I've seen a lot of people hating me and didn't know what to feel about that. So I guess I didn't like you much then either. What I'm trying to say is, if I can change, and you can change, everybody can change. Oh, and done. By the gods, that was tougher and more dense than I bargained for.
I didn't like it when you punched that king's head off his shoulders.
Well, he was a haughty bumhead king, King Eurystheus.
I know. Made me feel uneasy.
Well, this'll cheer you up. I had an absolute nightmare after Sicily.
Go on.
The cattle were attacked.
By raiders?
Worse. By a gadfly.
Oh, gosh. That's like the worst thing ever. You baby.
Nuh-uh. It scattered the herd far and wide, and I had to run around Thrace, gathering the escaped cows. Wait, did you already know?
She texted me the plan. She said that seeing as I move in the same circles as flies, I might know a good gad.
Hera, that awful witch.
What's your tone, you bozo? That's the Queen of the Gods you're sassing. I wanted to send you a flood, but she turned down my idea.
She did flood me. That's why I'm late.
Oh, delightful.
I had to dam the river Strymon just to get here.
This is so good. Top Larks. I might have to get the official disrober back in.
What are you going to do with the cattle?
Sacrifice them to the mighty Hera, obviously.
Whoa, that's a giant trapdoor. That new?
I had it put in last week. So have that in mind, Heracles. And now, get out before I have you join the once famous red cattle of Geryon. Yes, Geryon. I do read the papers, you know. Get out!
So there we have it.
I'm tired.
Me too.
Too tired for a bouncy outro?
Cool. So, for all the club death,
I miss Oceania.
The gritty blood sports.
And the fact you've never heard of the famed cattle of Geryon.
We have been.
No, leave me. I'm too tired.
Okay, I'll do it. We have been the Silly History Boys Show!
And we are, as always, sorry!
In the heat of cattle, Heracles and the cattle of Geryon, or episode 103, was branded, slandered, and 100% laboured by the Silly History Boys. The cast in order of appearance. The parts of King Orpheus, yes, of HeroQuest fame, a rather flatulent hairy hunter. Helios, god of the sun. Geryon the giant. Albion, a son of Poseidon. And a kingdom of Eric's guardsmen were cooked to perfection and had for breakfast by Stew the Pear Bear Perry. The parts of King Eurystheus, the biggest poohead in Greece, another farty hairy hunter, which incidentally I didn't write farty, they both just did it, and I thought, what great bum improv, let's use it. Anyway, Eurytion the herdsman, Dersinus, another son of Poseidon, Hephaestus, the god of volcanoes, blacksmithing and other stuff, and Jeff Greensleeves, Sly Sports News, were stewed and mooed by Tom Tombo Fermo. The parts of Heracles and the oldie-timey boxing comms guy were ejected, corrected, and vocally affected by Will Uncle Bilbo Tristram. The parts of the monster-hunting Perseus, the bored waitress, Apollodorus of Athens, Ortherus the dog, a herdsman narc, the random bull, and King Eryx were rinsed, winced, and fine beef minced by your dear Uncle Bob, Rob Bond. Big thanks to ZapSplat for music, stampedes, and general screaming. Big thanks to Henry Mahy of BattleForge Productions for his track Through Fire and War. Why not follow us on our Insta and Facebook, The Silly History Boys? Catch Uncle Bob in his StoryForge persona, which is, I don't know, like blacksmithing, molten Uncle Job, melting those words and forging those stories. I'm not good at plugs. Get to our socials for show info on StoryForge. Want to chuck us a quid or two so we can keep doing this? Well, you can on Ko-fi. Again, links are on the socials, in the show notes, or just go to Ko-fi and type in The Silly History Boys Show. Please do rate and review. Why not tell us which Heraclean labour you'd want to go on and with which silly boy? Leave it in the comments of your chosen podcast platform. I think that's everything I've got. We'll be back for something even more epic. Okay, see you later, bye!
One in Libya to commemorate your long and arduous journey.
My own spit! It's choking me! Help me! Help me, Uncle Bob, my spit! It's driven to his knees. Wait, I can just about reach the coffee.